Donald Trump's plan would change Social Security for millions of people if he's able to put it in action, and some are actually thinking it's a good idea.
And so I think Trump is onto something here. I think it's good politics because seniors are a critical, voter group, but I think it's good policy.
I'll play you the full video clip of that, as well as the latest of what Trump has said recently about Social Security.
Remember this, I will cut all of the bad talk about Social Security. They're going to destroy your Social Security, but I will not cut 1 cent from Social Security or Medicare.
I'll play the full video clip of that and give you some other important updates as well. Before I dive into the main content, if you appreciate these Social Security updates, hit the like button and subscribe to the channel for more Social Security updates. So, Social Security benefits have lost buying power since 2010. And if you're on Social Security, you probably already know this, because what you used to be able to buy with your money, you can't buy anymore, especially when it comes to food. So what it's saying here is, to really summarize it in a nutshell, what you would have bought for $100 14 years ago, you could only buy $80 worth of goods and services now, according to the Senior Citizens League. So Social Security has lost 20% of its buying power since 2010. I would argue that it's actually probably more than 20% for certain categories, because different categories are inflated more than others. What's said here, it is tough. A lot of seniors are going back to work. They're definitely spending down their savings. They're using credit cards to pay their electric bills, and that just compounds the problem because now they have another bill. So 69% said that their household cost rose faster than the cost of living adjustment last year. 69%, that is pretty significant. So your dollar is just not worth it anymore, and your Social Security checks are not enough. So let's talk about a big plan here, according to former President Trump. So Donald Trump's plan would change Social Security for millions. So before I get into what this plan is, let's take a listen to what the feedback is from an economist.
The system right now, Dagan, punishes you if you continue to work. You have to pay income taxes, you're going to have to pay death taxes when you die, and you're going to have to pay a tax on your Social Security benefits. So oftentimes seniors are paying taxes on their income of over 50%. And so I think Trump is onto something here. I think it's good politics because seniors are a critical, voter group, but I think it's good policy. We want people to keep working and stop taxing them to death.
So that is right. Trump calls for eliminating the income tax on Social Security payments. So what Donald Trump said is basically, let me get to it. Where'd it go? Okay. All right, so when broached the idea of getting rid of federal income taxes on Social Security payments, critics immediately dumped on the idea, labeling it an election year gimmick that would, if enacted, further damage a system already in deep financial trouble. Losing that revenue would necessitate raising other taxes to make up for the shortfall. Otherwise, the Social Security and Medicare trust funds would go bust even sooner than already projected. So, some are saying it's a good idea, some are not, but take a listen to what Trump recently said about Social Security and Medicare.
Remember this, I will cut all of the bad talk about Social Security. They're going to destroy your Social Security, but I will not cut 1 cent from Social Security or Medicare. And I kept my promise for 4 years that I will keep it again. And seniors should not pay taxes on Social Security. And they won't. They won't. There are the people. It's up to you. No tax on Social Security. By contrast, Kamala cast a tie-breaking vote to cut Medicare. You saw this? By $237 billion in a heartless betrayal of American seniors. We're going to rebuild our cities into beacons of hope, safety, and beauty better than they have ever been before. We will take over the horribly run capital of our nation in Washington, D.C., clean it up, renovate it, fix it, rebuild it. We will again have the most beautiful capital anywhere in the world, and there will be no crime allowed. Very strong. Right now, you go there, you get mugged, you get shot. On day one, I will sign a new executive order to cut federal funding for any school pushing critical race theory, transgender insanity, and other inappropriate racial, sexual, or political content onto the lives of our children.
What are your thoughts on what Trump has to say about Medicare and Social Security? Totally different than Biden, because Biden hasn't even spoken anything about Social Security ever since he got into office, and especially now since he won't be president anymore. Biden's 4-point plan might as well have gone out the window, but at least Trump is talking about Social Security. We've heard VP, or I guess potential presidential candidate Harris, talk about her plan about Social Security, which kind of echoes Biden. But those are the Social Security plans that we're hearing as of now. And that is all the news that I have for you today to hopefully cheer you up a bit. Here's my daughter Bella's tip of the day.
Hi guys, this is Belle. This is the tip of the day. I want to tell you the one thing that you should do when you can't sleep. When you can't sleep, try to think of happy thoughts, or try thinking of counting sheep, or think of happy thoughts, and think of the thoughts that you want to happen in your dreams. So sometimes what I do when I try to sleep, sometimes I try close my eyes and think of natural thoughts, and sometimes it happens in my dreams. And also when I want to do it, I think of doing it more better. And I think of dreaming better and go to sleep. That's how I naturally go to sleep. And then sometimes it actually happens in my dreams. And sometimes I can't really sleep, but I try coloring. So that's all the things I wanted to say for this video. Bye.
$200 increase for every single Social Security recipient. That is what is being pushed with this new bill over here. So click that video now, and I'll see you in that video. Take care, be safe. Thank you for watching.